Come on then, beasts. Next morning we've had a lot of rain. It's to rain all day. The joys, you love to see it. How's everyone else getting on? Is it wet? Is it dry? Is your harvest in? How much is in? Are you happy with it? Doubt there's too many happy with it. There's my coos. They think I've got grub in the front of the bucket. Charge up the road, it's going to be a nightmare trying to get in the gate without them all escaping. Slug pellets. These go on at 5 kilos per hectare. I'm just hoping the rain eases off because I didn't bring a jacket, which was very stupid of me. These are prime conditions right now for slugs. Moist soil, slugs absolutely love it. Slugs especially come in off the margins and work their way into the crop quite often. That's why you get a lot of slug damage round about your end rigs and less into the body of the field. But these pellets, you can see them, they're basically just pasta with a bit of chemical in it. Hopefully they'll be taken up by the slugs and stopped in their tracks. Used to be a metaldehyde based product that was used to deal with slugs. Now it is ferric phosphate. Metaldehyde got banned. The ferric phosphate is nowhere near as good, still does a job. I'm just going a bit slower around the end rig so the rate's a bit higher, and then once I'm over there into the rest of the field I'll knock it up a gear, try and just focus on those slugs coming off the end rig, coming off the margins. It's a little bit sticky. While I was away I got a phone call about top links on tractors, and the two we've got in the New Hollands are seized up and just been a nightmare. So we've ahead and bought another hydraulic top link for this T7. The fence on a hydraulic top link, this is on a hydraulic top link, and probably just go and get another one for the other tractor. So handy, just quick adjustments, boom, done. Or even just if you shorten that right end, you want to work on the disc, you can tilt this right back up, jack a couple of jack stands under. So much simpler, easier, safer as well. Dunk or Kev, whoever put this on, they've mounted the old mount just round this little loop there, just so you can yoke it back up. Oh yes, that is amazing. Look at that, you just tweak that up like that, chuck a couple axle stands either side. So much easier to grease all those two banks of discs, or if you're changing discs, whatever. And then you have the big stone grip on the front, it's on a hydraulic top link as well. I'm going to shift this tractor to yard 3 because there is a road closure between yard 2 and yard 3 tomorrow. If we are going to be working, it's going to be out past yard 3, so it's a bit of a detour to get all the kit that side. So we'll shift it today and hopefully we'll get working tomorrow. Ready for the morning. At least I don't need to cut my grass. I'm out of breath. And you know the reason why? Those things. That is the worst gift I have ever been given. 2 flipping sheep. Just don't throw yourself out the Land Rover and kill yourself. Or do. Daffy and Tilly. Come on then, beasts. Go on in. Go on in. Hop and a skip and a jump. Go on in. Having a bit of trouble here with the grain dryer. This valve block in here has got a big old beefy motor on it. This opens up the main hoppers down into the dispatch. Here, so main hopper above, this is the dispatch which drops grain into the bottom conveyor, and there's a valve set all along there. There's an open, drop a batch of grain into this hopper, then close again, but they're stuck open. You can manually do it by disconnecting a bolt that went through that hole to the motor shaft, because somehow right now the motor doesn't want to reset this to a closed position. So we've manually set that to a closed position so we can clear everything and unblock it, and then figure out why this motor won't reset back to closed. This handle just bolts on the side there and sits there. Yeah, that should be it shut. Just check the sensor. Does it have a sensor on there? Yeah, because there's a sensor in here. That'll tell you it's shut now. It's OSR that's in it at the moment. We've shut down the shutters there. We've shut them a bit slower because we choked the elevator earlier, so it's moving pretty slowly, but it's moving. Big beefy motor for, well, it's only moving from that little notch to that little notch. There's two sensors on each to show you which position it's at. It's probably only moving 20-25 degrees. Big torque converter on the top. This is the last batch of OSR. There's the top of it. Right, on you go. Right, that's it, back to closed position. I'll just put the bolt back in. Right, just go for it, manual. Right, everything's back together. I'm pressing. No, on you go, on you go. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Right, we are now up and running. There's a bit of OSR in here that we cleaned out the elevator when we blocked it, so we'll chuck that back in. We're just fiddling about, something that's just not quite right at the moment. We've probably not got the valves on the discharge set right. There's two slider valves at the bottom there that discharge or let grain into the conveyor along the bottom that takes up to the elevator to the top. I don't think we've got these slides. They're just manual slides in and out. We're trying to set the two hoppers so that they empty at the same rate. But something's not right. So this hopper here, there's your slide there. This hopper here, you can see it emptying. And they should pretty much empty at the same rate, but the fire hopper, by the time the next discharge comes and this fills up again, it's not cleared itself, and it should. This should completely empty itself before the next lot of grain drops in. There you go. So the way this all works, why that is discharging, so this is a batch grain dryer, there's ducts all the way through that, from that side to this side. Warm air is drawn through the ducts sit within all the grain. So the grain surrounds the ducts, warm air comes through, draws out moisture, and the reason it dispatches down into the hopper and recycles is so that all that grain is gradually just shuffling its way down, so everything gets the chance to dry. It's not just the grain next to the ducts. This is classed as a batch grain dryer. You fill it up, it dries the whole lot, it spits it out again. You get continuous flow grain dryers which do the same function, but grain comes in and as it flows through it dries and it comes out the other end. It's not a single batch, it's just continually drying grain all the time, so it's always spitting out grain and it's always intaking grain as well. This dog, she's got some eyes on her. She is looking at the hair right in the middle of the screen there. It's the next day. I'm spraying that OSR with some pre-em. It's 10:31 and I've started my lunch. Oh no. Oh no. This has not gone well, dog. We're shifting some cattle along the road, so we just need to pull the right cows for some of these calves. Now that we're on to EID tags, oh, this makes life easy. Calf will walk in. Come on, calfie. One at a time. Shut gates. 140, wait, boom, out the front end, shut the front end, next. One, 6, 7, done. Out you go, shut the gate, open the gate, shut the gate. 133, yep. Oh, this is bliss. Oops. Oh, that's a bought-in one. It's not in my system yet. It's not got an EID tag. It's a limousine. Come on, beasts. Carry, you're going the wrong way, pal. A few hours later, we have 17 calves there. 17 cows here. We're just putting them all back together in a pen. I'm going to shift them in the morning. But they're all sorted out now. All the rest of them are back out to the field. These are the beasts Dad's bought yesterday. Not these two, they're the Highland Angus calves. And that's my heart attack cow, but the rest of them, there's a bit of everything, to be honest. A couple of Angus crosses, then 3 or 4 Charlie crosses as well. This one's a bit stirred up. It's been running in circles for the last few days. There is a well mowed, neat and tidy field over there. You wouldn't be catching us doing anything as neat and tidy as that. I have a cherry picker on now. This is in on hire. There's guys in fixing a couple of sheets on the new cattle shed and also the grain store. We've a wee leak. We kind of have since day one and never got to the bottom of it. Anyway, these guys are going to have a look. Same guys who built that cattle shed. There was, I think, 3 separate wee leaks on the roof of that. So 1, there was a wee stone embedded in a sheet. They replaced the sheet. 2, there was water riding up a wee bit of perspex. They've masticed that, sorted that, and the other one was just a screw that needed tightening down a little bit further. So that's all squared up, and then I'm going to go along the road and have a look at the grain store and hopefully figure out what the problem is along there. They've been working down south on a farm shop actually for the last 9 months. When they finished that cattle shed, they left here, they did 1 wee other job and they've been down south ever since at the same job. So that's why we've not seen them till now to come and sort that. But it was nothing major, just wee teething issues. There's quite a few hundred sheets on that roof, so you're not going to get them all spot on, but they've arrived to sort them, so I can't complain at that. I love this little loader, so handy. Feet on the pedals. That was it. Remember, pull up, feet on the pedals. Go, 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 go. Pull up. Whoa! That was a good one.
Was that it?
That was great. Remember to lift up though. Right, lift up, lean back. Lift up. Yeah. Front wheel, you lift.
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Touching you